Right, so welcome back to our English lesson for the week, and we are continuing talking about making predictions. So remember that on Monday we talked about what predictions were. So predicting is what we think will happen next based on what we have read. So we are thinking what will happen next, and we are using clues in the text, okay? So this week we are looking at predictions, and remember that when we make predictions, we're asking ourselves 3 questions. So we were asking what will happen next, what makes me think that, and can I check to see if it's true, okay? And remember that we can check to see if it's true if we read further along in our story, or maybe we just will never know. Some stories just end and you're like, oh, I wonder what happens next, and you can't unless there's a sequel, like in Frozen. You're going to be looking through texts to see what makes, so you're looking up supporting details for your prediction today. So this is what you're going to be doing. You have 2 texts to look through. So the first one is called Learning to Fly. I'll read it to you. Katie was such a cute little caterpillar. She spent her days crawling along the bright green leaves in the garden, munching and crunching as she went. One day, Katie decided it was time for a change. So she wove a cocoon around herself and she went to sleep. When she woke up, she had become a beautiful butterfly. But there was one big problem. Katie didn't know how to fly. She had never had wings before, and she didn't know how to use them. But she had to learn, so she took a step and she started to flap her wings. What do you predict will happen next? Okay, so you need to write down what you predict will happen next, and then you need to tell me the clues as to why you made those predictions, okay? So that is your first text. So come up with 3 clues why you think what you think is gonna happen next, okay? And the second one is called Don't Pat the Spider. Jimmy was a naughty little boy. He never listened to anyone. He didn't listen to his parents, he didn't listen to his teachers, and he certainly didn't listen to his friends. No one could tell Jimmy what to do. His parents told him, don't ride your bike without a helmet, so Jimmy went for a ride without his helmet. He fell off his bike and a huge lump formed on his head. His teachers told him, don't run on concrete, so Jimmy ran on the concrete. He fell over and scraped his hands and knees. His friends told him, don't pat that spider. What do you think will happen next? And then you are going to have 3 clues from this text. So you're going to write down 3 things or 3 reasons why you think what will happen next will happen, okay? And that is your work for today. So you just have to predict what will happen next in both of these and write 3 reasons why you have chosen that, okay? You can use information from the text. You can inference, which means reading between the lines. So things that aren't said in the text, which we're going to talk a little bit more about next week, okay? But you need to have 3 clues, so 3 reasons why you've made your prediction for both of these, okay? So only 6 things to write today, and this is not due. You really should be able to get this done before Sunday, but it's due on Sunday, okay? So you have today, you have tomorrow, you have Friday and Saturday, 4 days to get this done, all right? So have fun, and I can't wait to see your predictions, but most importantly, the clues that you used to make those predictions.